review this then. It's a Bosch Classixx SGS53C12GB. Now this came from sort of like a house clearance kind of thing. Basically a couple bought a house 12 months ago, and they have used the dishwasher, and then they took it out and then started working in the kitchen, and it was sat around them for a further 6 months or so, not unused. It did come on the quick wash. It was horrible when I first had it. It's been cleaned to a degree. It needs finishing off. Right. This is the basic version of what my mum's got. So, believe it or not, this dishwasher is heading towards the 13-year mark. Maybe even 14-year mark. Yeah, my mum's is heading towards that way as well. So, what do you get then? Well, on this you get 4 programs, just like my mum's. They are marked out here. You have normal, 65 degrees, eco, 50 degrees, quick, 35 degrees, and pre-rinse. Normal 65 takes anywhere between 2¼ hours and 2½ hours. Eco 50 takes anywhere between 2¼ hours and 2½ hours. And quick wash takes 29 minutes. This all depends on incoming temperature, hence why them times are a little bit varying. And then there's pre-rinse, which lasts for 90 minutes. Normal 65 carries out a pre-rinse followed by main wash, then a couple of cold rinses, hot rinse and hot dry. Eco 50 does a wash at 50 degrees, skips the cold rinses, does a hot rinse, and then does residual drying. And then quick 35 is a quick wash at 35 degrees, followed by rinse aid hot rinse at around 50 degrees, and that's it. There is no drying. And then you got pre-rinse, which is just one rinse. It's a long rinse to wash off any excess dirt. The idea of pre-rinse is that you should load the dishwasher throughout the week if you're not using it, and then run pre-rinse at the end of every day to get rid of any dirt, and then run the main wash when it's full. Although, to be fair, with my mum and dad's dishwasher, it's on every 2 days, so no time for that. So your programs are marked out on the dial here. This dial does go all the way around. So we've got normal 65, eco 50, quick wash, pre-rinse, and then reset. So when you turn the machine on, if it's on one of these settings, after 3 seconds, the cycle will start. If you want to reset the cycle at any point, turning it off and on won't do anything. So what you have to do is go to reset, just turn the dial from the program that you're on, just turn it to reset, give it 3 seconds, and then it will go from active to straight to end. It will drain for a minute and then turn off. We've also got a half load option, which when pressed only activates the bottom rack. It puts in less water, so it reduces water consumption, and it also saves a bit of energy too. Then we've got a time delay of 3, 6 or 9 hours, so what you have to do is turn the machine on, then hit start in 3, 6 or 9 hours within 5 seconds, otherwise it's going to start the main cycle. Now, door handles here. Push in, pull down, right, we have 2 racks. Right, so we've got our cutlery basket. If we take that out, there is nothing here, there's no racks or anything like that. If you want as well, it's got individual holes to put your knives and forks in, and you can stand them up without them touching each other. However, if you want to, you can clip that away. So it makes it easier to put bigger things in. Some of these rack pins are slightly bent, but they're not too bad. I have seen them, generally speaking, they're pretty good. The coating can come off and cause them to rot. we've got a stop down here. So this is why the tray hasn't come all the way back. It's right there. So you can flip that up. Come over. That's a nice little safety thing there. Now we've got our top rack. There's nothing special up here. Sometimes you clip along the top, you've got these little foldable racks for wine glasses to protect them. But they often get taken out and they go missing. Same here. So then we've got our top spray arm, which can be removed to be cleaned. Simple twist and it drops off, and we can clean it. Down at the bottom, we've got our salt cap that we can remove to fill up with salt. This is actually a float switch, so don't try and mess with that too much. But it is quite nice to see an external float switch. We've got our bottom wash blade, which just picks up to be removed so you can clean it. And then this is your filter, which can be twisted and lifted out to be cleaned. It was cleaned one cycle ago, so it's been on 2 cycles since with nothing in it. That's how horrid this is. Here we've got our dispenser. We've got this is your rinse aid dispenser. This little arrow here, you've got an indicator between 1 and 6. I'm going to set that down to 2 because that's enough. Although it does need cleaning still. This is horrid. And then this is your detergent dispenser. So you've got 2 little markers in there, 15 and 25. This is all do with grams. If you're using powder or if you're using tablets, just plop it in there. It's quite a nice size for a tablet, so don't worry about what you're using. Everything will go in. And you push this across and push it down, and you hear it click. You've got a little blue tab there. So if you want to release this now, just push the tab and it comes back. Also, it's worth noting that when I'm doing this, I'm testing it itself. With Bosch's, over time, to be fair, I want to say time, I mean the sort of this point now. These can start to pack up, so they stop coming back. They end up sort of not coming back. They'll flick up, but they won't actually lift up during the cycle. You can end up with detergent not being released into the wash. Our old hot point that was also made by Bosch did this towards the end of its life, so we just put up with it at the time. Right, let's load up with everything. Everything is mostly tea stained, heavily soiled. Yeah, we've got quite a lot of growth in these. See? Now notice how many mugs I've got here. If I'm using 1 mug a day, and I'm not in here every day, there's a lot. So we're going to set our cycle. We're going to use normal 65. We can push the dial in if we want. It doesn't do anything. Turn on. Also, it helps, you know, with the machine actually switched on. There we go. Turn on. Active will come up. Five seconds and it started. We've got the rinsing light and we've got the salt light. It's never had rinsing or salting by the looks of things. Luckily it comes from the softer water area. We can select half load even from now, but I'm not going to. But that's for delay start. Too late for that. Let's take a look at the results then. Yeah. Wow, that gearbox was actually clean for a change. That's taken a few washes, but it's now clean. The last time it went in a dishwasher, it didn't fully clean it. Well, this is impressive, this is. That's a bit damp, but remember there's no rinse aid in it. So that's rinse aid out of the tablet. To be fair, that means that this machine does need a little bit of rinse aid in this area. Obviously Classixx will remain wet, they always will, no matter what you do. Because rinse aid doesn't affect them as much. So, they're clean, honestly. It's flawless. Yep, flawless. I know that looks a bit like dirt, but that's not. It's actually like sort of ingrained. Like that can't physically come off. Oh my. So what did give this out of 10 then? Well, it's not top of the range, so it ain't going to get a 10. But it is going to get a 9. The only annoying thing is, for 20 quid more, you could have the timer, which is what my mum's have, and it's much easier to use in that sense. So, it's not going to get 9.5, unfortunately. It would do if you had the timer, like my mum's. So that's the only downside. Honestly, you can't go wrong with a Bosch. And I say this time and time again, and this proves it. The only ones I would recommend not really getting, but that also being said, you've got no real choice, is the Bosch Compact. The Bosch Compact of mine is the only one that's ever let me down, really. But then it's a bit limited to what it can do based on its size. And to be also fair, the Compact of that, the other brands don't compare anywhere near as good as that anyway. But this, as a simple full-size machine, you can't go wrong. Brilliant. Absolutely brilliant. Thanks for watching this review. Don't forget to like, don't forget to comment, don't forget to subscribe. I'll be doing more reviews like this in the future, as always. So I'll see you in the next video. Bye for now.